them to come up with their own formula. But I think on the general guidelines, I think we don't have specific guidelines, specific formula whether it should take into consideration previous dividend received or only after the delisting. I think we leave it to the company. There's no hard and fast rule on that. But I think ideally, if you fund managers, you only take into consideration after the delisting, dividend, ideally, because previously it was deemed as approved. But if you want to expedite it faster, take into consideration the pre-delisting, isn't it? So we leave it to the faster the better, isn't it? So you want to expedite much faster, then you take into consideration dividend received from before it was delisted. There's no fast rule on that. You want to be conservative, isn't it? So, can I proceed? Oh, there's an example. I forgot. There's an example. I think I've already explained. You can look through the slide. Yes, question.
Good question. Because you are making announcement every 6 months, delisting or halal or not halal. Now, suppose you delist and I am supposed to dispose of my things. Next time, the same company you say that it is halal. So what should the position be?
You can keep it. But you are supposed to expedite the disposal. You, as a retail investor, it's easy for you to dispose because you only own one stock. You can monitor the stock easily. So over the year, because the announcement, the status is announced once a year for one particular company. Over the year, I think you can monitor the price movement of the stock, and rightfully you must dispose the moment it breaks even, but you don't. For the fund managers, we impose strict ruling on that. You must dispose immediately. You cannot keep until it comes back, it gets back the status. But for retail investors, we cannot regulate. We cannot control the behavior of retail investors. But rightfully, you must dispose the moment it breaks even. But for fund managers, they have the compliance department, they have the compliance officer to monitor the price movement. The moment it reaches certain price that equalize the cost, they must immediately dispose. They cannot wait until this particular company gets back their status, Shari'ah status.
There is another problem here, that if I am a genuine investor, I am not a speculator. I am interested in long-term investment. If you make these judgments every 6 months, so every 6 months either I have to buy or I have to sell. How I maintain my investment on a long-term basis?
As I mentioned earlier, our lease is not an investment lease. So,
most of the stocks won't be affected. There's a few stocks.
There are between halal and as I said, we cannot provide investment framework, Shari'ah investment framework. We cannot. It's not our role to provide Shari'ah investment. Yes, you are long-term investor, but you are Islamic investor. You invest in Islamic instruments only. Even though you are long-term investor, you only invest in halal instruments. The moment you discover this is not halal, without anticipating that this particular stock will get back the Shari'ah status, you will have to dispose. A simple rule of thumb. But if you believe this, you are a long-term investor, then your decision is no longer with Shari'ah anymore. It's your investment perspective. It's no longer Shari'ah perspective. And it's up to you. I think we cannot regulate. You ask that yourself. Should I keep this share? You know it carries non-compliant status. But the ruling says you must dispose the moment it equalizes your cost.
Can it be like this, that you consider that if once you are that company is out, you allow people to wait unless you make another announcement that is if still this can give a time span of 1 year, let us say, instead of every 6 months or more than that.
Yes, I think your suggestions are quite valid in a sense, but we have discussed this before, and there are cases where there are certain grace period given to the investor to hold. But in our case, we do not subscribe to that.
Can I ask one question before I forget and go to another topic? So, you're saying about these securities relies to be disapproved securities, meaning non halal. Okay, you're saying that the fund managers, they have to dispose, and I believe that you are referring to the unit trust funds. But I think that it doesn't stated in the unit trust guidelines that they have to dispose it, and I don't think that you as a SC you can monitor it, right? So maybe you can explain that.
Certainly in the guidelines, the unit trust guidelines, it does not clearly say that fund managers can dispose. But the moment you classify your fund as Shari'ah compliant fund, automatically you will have to comply with this rule, with the Shari'ah rule. Okay.
I think the compliance is more on the investable into the group of securities and subsidiary securities. It doesn't justify in terms of that. I think that is basically the focus of the compliance.
Not exactly. Because for unit trust management companies, they have investment committee. I think for Kobai, sitting one of the investment committee, he knows. There is another committee called Shari'ah committee, which is required by the law, by the guidelines. The moment you deem your fund as Shari'ah compliant fund, you are required to set up Shari'ah committee. The role of the Shari'ah committee to ensure, one of the functions of the Shari'ah committee is to ensure investment portfolio is Shari'ah compliant. So how do you ensure Shari'ah compliant? You have to refer to our list. The moment we make announcement, Shari'ah committee together with the compliance department will have to ensure necessary disposal is carried out to ensure continuous Shari'ah compliance. So indirectly there is a requirement through Shari'ah committee in the guidelines. I will answer your question.
Can I add a little bit?
Yes, because some of the unit trust companies, they don't have a Shari'ah committee, and they refer the list, your list, so they don't have a committee.
I don't think so. All unit trust companies that have Islamic funds must have Shari'ah committee or Shari'ah advisor. So we don't approve any fund that don't have Shari'ah committee.